come back from that musical break. It's now time to have our in-house discussion, and still we are actually going to discuss on relationship, because like we always do it, today is Relationship Tuesday. Now this morning we're actually looking at that. Is it advisable for you to introduce your partner to your friends? I have with me here Nanaya Danso. She is a colleague here at AIT TV, and of course I also have with me here Pastor Frederick Nana Adebwate, a pastor at ICGC Car Price. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I hope we are doing well.
Yes.
I'm well. Thank you so much for asking. So this is the topic that we actually have on board. That is it advisable to introduce your partner to your friends? Let me first start off with you, Pastor. Do you think it's advisable for us to introduce our partners to our friends? And away from that, at what stage in a relationship should I introduce my partner to my friends?
All right, thank you very much. Introducing your partner to your friends is a great idea.
Okay.
But then it's really depends upon the level of the relationship,
okay,
and then the level of your comfort. And you have to also understand that your relationship is very important as to whether it is stable or secured enough for you to be able to introduce
let people know about
it or make it public.
Okay.
Yes, because there are certain things that you need to put in place before you will be able to introduce your partner to your friends, or else. And also you have to know the type of friends you have.
Okay.
And so the timing is very important. Yes, as to whether your relationship is stable. And then you need to also ensure that your partner is comfortable with the decision or the idea of you introducing him or her to your friend.
Your friends.
Yes.
Okay. It's actually brings me to my very next question, that what if I want to introduce my partner to my friends, but my partner seems not to be comfortable about it? What do I do?
Then you have to respect her decision.
His decision.
Yes.
I see. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're
Now,
welcome.
Nanaya, at what stage or at what point in our relationship can we at least introduce our partners to our friends?
Okay, first of all, I will say this: it is a good thing to introduce your partner to your friends. It helps integrate your partner into your social life, and then it helps with unity and connection. It makes you feel safe, and then connection with your friends, and then with your partner in your relationship. But however, just like Pastor said, it is essential to consider the timing and circumstances around you and your relationship before you think of introducing your partner to your friends. So we have the pros and the cons of everything.
Sure.
The advantages and the disadvantages of it. So you have to know the pros of you introducing your partner to your friends, and then you have to also get to know the cons of it, and then you will evaluate it and see which one is best for you, because each and everyone in their cycle and then circle of friends. Your friends in this context is the key word, because the kind of friends you have will determine if you should introduce your partner to them or not. Yes. So at the stage where you think this is the right time to introduce your partner is when both of you are comfortable, when both of you know this is the right time. That is when you want to settle down. Okay, so you want your friends to know your partner, and it helps maybe in support or anything from advice and all that. Yes. So when your partner is comfortable, you asked about if he's not comfortable. If your partner is not comfortable with your friends, why would you even introduce your partner to your friends? Maybe the kind of friends you have, he's not comfortable with them. So you can't force that on him. So you should know your friends and know what your partner wants and what he doesn't. Yeah, I think that is the stage where you can say, okay, right now I know definitely you're going to talk to your partner about your friends, one or two.
Sure.
Yes. So maybe your closest friends, it is advisable to introduce your partner to your closest friend, because Charlie, this society is it's your boyfriend Is your boyfriend your boyfriend, or are you your boyfriend's girlfriend? Because Charlie, your boyfriend today might be your friend's boyfriend, and you wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know.
You see,
and these are some of the benefits. I think.
Yes. These are some of the pros in it that you will get to know. Okay, so you will feel some safety, some connection, some unity. You know that okay, if my friends know my partner and my friend sees my partner somewhere, definitely
he will let me know.
You feel that okay, since this is somebody I'm going out with now, all my friends know him. So you feel some safety that you know that okay, people are going to watch out for you.
Okay.
But the cons of
but
it.
not in all cases.
Not in all cases.
Because there are friends that you can literally say that okay, now this is my man, you all know him. In case you see, I'm not giving you any assignments. But then there are some friends that you can possibly have. They might also like your man in a way.
That is the cons. That is the cons. That is the disadvantages of it. It even creates pressure. You see that you've introduced your man. Your friend has also introduced her man, their men, and then
they are trying to compare.
There's going to be some sort of competition. You will see that this one partner is providing a whole lot of things, and then your partner is not. Then it's like, what did your man get you? Oh, my man got me. You see, that's some
kind
one
of
thing.
Pressure, and then I think some people also end up doing things they are not supposed to do. Most especially the ladies. Or in the name of I don't me person me
so you buy something for yourself, then you say my man bought it for me.
My man bought it.
Yes.
Your man has no idea about it.
Yes, especially when you are in campus and then your roomies. You see, everybody you go out during the weekend. You go to see your man. You come back and somebody comes with a whole lot of gifts, bags and stuff, and then you come empty-handed. You see the thing.
Okay.
And it was like, what did Kojo get you? Oh, so he didn't get you anything, and now they start to feed you.
Okay.
They start to feed you with certain ideas, and that is when it's going to affect your relationship. That's what I'm saying. You know the kind of friends you have.
Okay.
The circle of friends you belong to. So those circle is going to let you know if it is advisable, if it's the right thing to do to introduce your partner to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me come back to you, Pastor. What are some of the cons in here? She has actually made mention of one or two things. People might feed you negatively. That since your man is really not getting you anything, but you pay sugar daddy be mau. I mean, 3 square meal, maybe crowd boy no 1 cray day man. But then 3 square meal, you'll be able to afford it. You'll be living in luxurious cars. I mean, if you have your 16 Pro Max or minimum class 17 up, you'll be taking your videos and all that. It will be all over on the social media. I mean, that is the luxurious life that you wish for yourself. But then, due to some circumstances, your man can't really afford these things for you. So what are some of the cons in here? But before that, at what point are we supposed to introduce? Yes, the point that I'm talking about here is the time frame. Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? Is it 2 years? How sure would you be that I feel that yes, this is the best time for me to introduce my man to Nanaya, because I feel that Nanaya is very cool and close to me. So who said if I'm going out with this person, it doesn't really spoil anything. Maybe one way or the other, she's really going to look out for me that hey, you're really doing this to Nanama. Nanama will never cheat on you. She will never lie to any boy. Wait, I will definitely let Nanama know about it. Now also in a way, no, what down also. That is if it's true. You can't just go out there and then you react. So what is the time frame? Let me put it that way. When it comes to time frame, time ben potting able. So as it stands now, we are good. So at least letting our friends know about us is not any big deal.
There is no
good.
Okay.
Depending upon individual.
Okay.
Depending on your relationship where you have gotten to.
Okay.
Because when you give time. Within 1 month, introducing her, at the end of the day, now maybe it didn't work.
Okay.
And so you don't have a time frame.
Okay.
But then, if you think that you are okay with your partner, and you think that okay, this relationship is secure and stable, then you are good to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are good to. It doesn't matter the time, whether it's 1 month. 2 months, but I believe that at least give yourself a minimum of 6 months.
Okay.
At least a minimum of 6 months, you should be able to, introduce your partner to your friends.
Your friends.
But then, and in general, there's no time frame.
Okay. Because we have individual differences.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of he or she is okay within just a week, crampo.
The person is satisfied.
Especially when it comes to the ladies. The guy is good looking, he's handsome,
the heights,
and
the looks.
I mean, he has everything that I want. He has
In a man,
house,
so you're okay.
Oh, I'm okay. So
I need to
within
spread
a
it.
short
Let me
possible
spill.
of time,
This is my man.
I'm glad Pastor just made mention of this. I was coming to it. So let's say, assuming you have a partner who is affluent, very rich,
sure,
handsome, and then you introduce him to your friends, and you have this snake type of a friend. Charlie,
I don't go fast.
By the time you realize it is gone.
I will still come back to that, okay? And I think this time you will answer that particular question for me because you've actually brought it up. But Pastor, let's look at the cons in here.
Okay.
She made mention of one or two things. Now, aside those pressure and all that, what are some other disadvantages that we can possibly think of that, hey, Nana, I'm making mistakes is here? Because if you should introduce your man to these people that you assume, you claim they love you, they are your friends. So what are some of the disadvantages in here?
I think
yeah.
You see, it brings connection. Okay, and also it allows you to let people know about your relationship so that you make sure this place is no go area. But then one take it time also is the same friends that will also destroy your relationship.
Okay.
Because I saw a skit on the social media, and the person, a lady, called the friend's partner or fiancé, and then she was like, "Hey, you know what? Your fiancé is a witch. She's a witch."
Okay.
And
the man matters.
Yes, the man was like, oh, that is good because I'm also a wizard. So
a man that is supporting the woman.
Yes.
Trust me, that is how we should be.
Yes.
Okay.
So you know the type of friends that you have, and as to whether your partner is comfortable. If your partner is comfortable, then I think
you take it from there.
There is no harm in introducing them. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Pastor. Now let me come back to you. Pastor has actually made one emphasizes on example. I think something that he saw on social media. So if my woman is a witch, I'm also the wizard. So it ends there.
You fly together.
You really cannot say anything about it. Now, a situation where you introduce your man to your friends, or let's say your woman to your friends, for them to know that, oh, this be my woman, this is my man. That is how mostly people actually say it, because they feel so proud about the person. They love and cherish the person so much. So now people actually know about it. Now, there are some friends, I don't know the name to actually use for them. I don't know how to call them. People go around to dig the backgrounds of partners.
Yes.
Why do you think such people would do that? Because I'm your friend. At the end of the day, I've told you that I think I found love. He is the person. You two know each other. And then, who gave you that audacity to go around for background checks and then you dig about my man or woman? You have no right. Why would you do that?
It depends on the kind of friend. You know, we have close friends, more like sisters or brothers.
Okay.
So if you introduce your partner to me as a friend, a best friend, and I kind of think this man is sneaky, I'm looking out for you.
Okay, in a way.
See, in a way. So it could either be I'm looking out for you, or I'm jealous, I want to destroy it.
Okay,
there are
two things involved.
Yes. So if digging the background of my friend's partner is either I'm trying to look out for the person, or I'm trying to destroy the person's relationship. You get it? Sometimes it is good, because if you dig and you get to know this man is this, he's that. Maybe he's lying to you. Maybe he's married somewhere and he told you he's not married.
Okay.
And now your friend got to know. You see, that's just something that is good to introduce your partner to your friends. Maybe that man you are dating is your other friend's man. You see?
That long process.
Yes. Oh, yeah. In this society, in this generation,
that's how
anything happens. Anything happens.
Okay.
Yeah. You might think this person, you've been dating this person for 3 years. I have an instance where, so it was this Val's Day.
Okay.
My friend posted her man.
Okay.
Happy birthday, my love, blah blah blah. And when she posted it, I saw it, and this man that I saw happens to be another friend of mine's man. And I asked her, how long have you been dating this guy? She said 3 years. I said, hey, but Akos has been dating this guy almost 5 years in here, to 6 years. I'm like, so do you know him that well? It's like, hey, please, my friend. So, oh no, me, I'm just asking. So you see, you might turn out to be the bad person if you.
But then sometimes if you are trying to come in and let your friend know about certain things, and if the person does not really want to give you a listening ear, what do you do?
No, you just let the person be. Let the person experience it. Let the person go through it.
And oh
yeah, it's good. Okay. Like, let's say you are dating this guy, and I'm telling you, this guy is a gigolo. He's a Casanova. He's going to jilt you. Maybe it's something that he has seen in you. Maybe something that you have. That's what he's looking for, because this guy, I know, has dated somebody and then it didn't go well. So be careful. Like, fine. Go through it. When you go through it, maybe he has changed.
Okay.
Maybe he has changed.
Yeah.
So if it didn't work for someone else, it could work for you.
Yeah, sure.
So you don't have to force your way into somebody's relationship, trying to looking out for the person or anything. So you just caution the person. Okay. If you caution the person and he or she
be vigilant.
If he or she is not ready to listen, you just let the person let the person go through it, experience it, and he or she will come back like, hey, you said it, or you told me this.
Some people might end up not even telling you because they are hurt and they feel like you will come back teasing and mocking them because you want to warn her.
So when you are close, when you are friends that are very close, and I have a friend. I almost mentioned it. And it was like, Nana, how can I help? Why not show me? And she started crying and saying, yeah, I told you, I
told you.
I said, I stop crying. It's okay. Then we laughed. So it's like that.
It gives you a tough skin in a way, as a lady.
When you experience it, when you pass through it,
it gives you a tough
of course.
Skin. Okay.
So it's because of the love.
You know, I don't know what to choose.
Charlie, if you're in love, what's in you? Or this is serious.
I can't hear.
Or this is serious now. That is when you realize. Yeah,
you realize. Yeah. Okay, but there are some instances where people go through that but then if the person should find love again, the person feel like, okay, love has visited me again. Yeah. Let me open the person and see how it will go. And people still giving their all. If you fall 10 times, you go rise again. Okay. I like that part.
Yes, if you fall 10 times, you go rise again.
You definitely rise up.
Charlie, their heart is one over. Charlie, their hearts be tough. Forget it.
Tough skin.
Tough.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, Pastor, are there situations where you think it's actually advisable not to introduce your partner at all, assuming that you've been in a relationship, like what you said, your friend has been dating this man for 3 years, and you also know another friend who has been seeing this man for almost 6 years. So now, who is the main chick and the side chick here? You have no idea. It could possibly mean that the man who has actually dated a friend for 6 years, it is not actually going anywhere. But there are some instances where the person feels that no, this particular person has been good to me. Maybe because of one mistake, the slightest thing, and just to let you go, it doesn't really, make sense or something like that. So the person feel like, let me keep you around, and now he feels that maybe I've seen this person. Been dating for 3 years, and I think we are getting somewhere. So when it happens like this, Pastor, what are you supposed to do? Because now that she knows her two friends and face the challenge way, she can't help. The only thing she can do is to be very, very cautious. How well do you know the person? Oh, okay, it's fine. But at a point, don't you think that in some situations we need to just avoid? Don't even try introducing your man or woman to your friends in the first place. Don't you think so?
Yes, I think so. But then also, it also helps the relationship if you introduce.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So that will be an coffee and gas and make a pen.
Okay.
I get it. So, but then, also in relationship, actually, let me talk from the
experience.
Not experience, but the guy's side of.
Okay. Okay. So we all learn. We are ladies. We might not know
because say if a guy is not okay with you. hardly will you see him introducing you to his friends.
Okay.
Yeah. True.
So it is something that we should have at the back of our mind.
Yes.
Okay, as a
Hardly.
lady.
Then it means, either or.
Obi wo ho
person.
on ne ko baby omo
It
nice
will be
be so
or do you use it as a some
and they take you the with the right person. Guys. Okay.
You need to be conscious of that,
Okay.
especially the ladies, because
Okay.
most of mona when it happens, mona you get
Hurt the most.
The most.
Yeah.
So it's good, you introduce your ways, but then look at the security of it.
Okay.
And then as to whether say you feel okay and I have to introduce him. Then honest and a basa you are okay. Because
Okay.
in my church like this, I normally tell the young ones that okay, if you have seen someone and you want to go out with them, let me know
Let
first.
us know.
Yes.
Let me know first.
Okay.
As I'm praying for you people, then I'll also make sure that you are secure.
Okay.
So that it will be bahwa.
You will let them know that no,
Yes.
this person is
And
engaged.
It has really worked. I think
Okay.
three of this relationship have worked.
I think
Just
most of
now-
ICGC churches
And
do
finally,
that a
It's
lot.
really
the-
working for them.
Yes, about 2 months ago.
Mm.
I mean, one guy came and introduced the fiancé to me.
Okay.
And I said it's good. I pray with them and I
Okay.
said let's continue praying.
Okay,
You
praying.
see, when it happened that way, your relationship is secure.
Okay.
So that for this kind of heartbreaking because you find yourself you find yourself in psychiatric.
Psychiatric indeed.
Yeah.
But Pastor, this is actually funny. But let me ask you this. You see, there are men that you actually go out with them. And you feel like, I like the example you made that as ladies, we should be very, very cautious that a man who does not really like you would never introduce you to his friends. Now, there are some men who can also introduce you to his friends.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They might not even be his closest friends. You understand? They might not be his closest friends, so, but they are also his friends. And he feels like, no, I've been with you for some time and I think things are okay, so let me introduce you to them. And now, you introduce him and the friends also knows that this will not end anywhere. And then sometimes the friend themselves would want to, talk to you. They would want to step on your toes that, hey, maybe I will know he actually has someone. I think it also has this pros and cons in a way because there are some people, they like you. And if their friend is having you, hey, they can literally, frame the person up just to have you.
Yeah.
But then as a lady, how do I know? Because as I'm sitting here, okay, if I find myself in a relationship that I feel we both are cool, and now it's time for me to introduce him to my parents, or let's say friends. We are dealing with friends today. So now that I've introduced him to 1 or 2 of my friends and he has done same, it might be that I actually introduced him to my friends genuinely. Those are my friends. But it could possibly mean that, you know what, they can even say it in a way, say, Chale, my woman, as my friends. It happens.
Yeah.
It could be that they are not his friends. So you may think you probably know 1 or 2 of his friends. And so what?
Yeah.
So as a lady, how would I know? Should I pray for the spirit of discernment to know that no, maybe on them no, these are some of the things that we should know because
if you are really a born again Christian, then you need to pray.
Okay.
Yeah.
The spirit of discernment too.
But then if you are not a real Christian, a born again Christian, then you need to also one way or the other trust your partner's friends.
Okay,
Maybe
in
they
a
might
way,
be,
you should be a bit cool with them.
Maybe
Okay,
they might
but
be
not that
saying
much.
the truth. That's what you are saying.
Okay.
Because maybe you need to also have, and not all of them, but at least have one who you think no way there
in the 5 points.
You believe no.
The right source.
Okay. So with what Pastor is saying,
you want
let me add up to this.
Okay.
With what you were saying, you see, when Pastor was talking about the guy introducing you to his friends, that is when he's serious about it. But you know that one guy can introduce 3 or 4 girls to
the same friends.
To the same friends. And the most annoying thing is when you come, the guy should be like, our wife. You come and cook. Somebody else, another wife will come and clean.
Wash.
Another wife will come and wash. So just like he's
the wife
saying,
here?
you making friends, being friends with his friends.
Yes.
So if you are able to win your partner's friend's heart, you're able to win their heart, and they realize, okay, this person is good. This person is kind. Oh, she's friendly. She's more sociable than the other. Oh, like
they'll begin to like you.
Yeah, then the moment they begin to like you, they can even give you a hint that, Charlie, somebody they come here, ask you to go today, tomorrow. So I've seen that is I've had that experience. There's this guy I was dating, and I visit on the weekend, and then I come. One of his friends, anytime it's like, Bra Tuesday.
Okay. He's trying to tell you something.
I was like, now
why Tuesday?
What am I coming to do here on Tuesday? Not knowing Tuesday somebody else session. So the guy was trying to tell me, but he couldn't tell me. Until one day he called me. Was like, "What's up? Where are you?" I said, "Oh, I'm home." He said, "Oh, Charlie, this person is not feeling well." And I said, "But here I just spoke to him." He said, "Oh, he didn't want to tell." The guy wanted me to come and catch him, and I came and you
caught him. Okay.
Up to now, he didn't know that it was his friend that gave me that hint.
You don't have to do that. No, I wouldn't have to do that.
We are still friends.
Good.
With that guy, I'm still friends with that guy, but I broke up with him.
Exactly. If I saw a
so sometimes you just have to be vigilant. You have to be careful and cautious. And just like being friends with your partner's friend, that's the advantages you get.
Okay. Yes, but what if your partner is really not happy about it?
You know. If the moment your partner introduces you to his friends, that means he's comfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
He wants you to get to know his friends. He wants you to be among his circle of friends.
Okay.
He wants you to be part of his social life.
Okay.
That is why he's introducing you. So definitely, sometimes your partner might introduce you to his friends, and the way you behave will put him or his friends off. So you'll be like, "Oh, Charlie, that girl, she be rude, pal. Charlie, they girl, they smile, all those things." Even the friends are going
the little things.
They are going to feed him with ideas like, "Charlie, this girl,
I don't think it will help.
Because this girl know the help."
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
Yeah. So
it all comes to what would be your advice on that note? Give us your advice on today's topic. Is it advisable for us to introduce our partners to our friends? Then I come to Pastor as well, so we'll wrap up.
For me personally, it is essential, but you should know that it should be when both of you are comfortable, when the relationship you are certain on the relationship, you are certain that this is the way to go. You are ready to go to the next step. That is when you introduce your partner to your friends, and it's very important. Charlie, maybe your boyfriend is not your boyfriend, no? So that one day, it is true. I advise you introduce your partners to your friends. They're good friends. No, you should know the kind of friends you have first. And if you how you make friends with people that reason like you think are like you can't be positive and make a friend with a negative person.
It can't be.
Yes. So if you're a good person, you make friends with good people, then you can introduce your partner to them. You know that they are going to support you and all that. It helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pastor, please, what would you have to tell our viewers this morning on this particular topic? Is it advisable for us to introduce our partners to our friends?
It's advisable, but then you have to take time.
Okay.
And then you know your partner very well, and then if you are secure and stable, then you are good to go. Introduce your partner to your friends. Yes. But then if you are not secured, then you have to wait until you are okay, you feel okay, then you do that. You do the needful.
Yeah. All right, so thank you so much for doing this with me this morning, and that's how we wrap up for our in-house discussion this morning. I did this with Nana Yadan, so a colleague here at AITTV, and of course Pastor Frederick Nana Adeboate, a pastor at ICGC Caprice. Let's go for a quick break. Up next is our main discussion for the day. Please stay.
Hey, when they say on the beat, y'all.